Hey everyone, before we get into today's video, these are all of the add-ons that I have favorited, but I haven't reviewed yet. Now, if there's any add-ons in this list that you're still waiting for me to review, please be sure to leave a comment down below. Now, some of these I have just favorited, but I already own them because I was given early access by the creators. But there is a very long list, so if there's anything in particular you still want me to check out, be sure to leave a comment. Now, today, in this video, we are going to be checking out one of the latest add-ons introduced. It is called the More Ores plus Tools add-on, created by Endora. The reason why we're checking this out today is because there's so many add-ons very similar to this. Let's see how this one compares. It is priced at 990 Minecoins, which is £4.99. This add-on is $6. The description says, More Ores plus Tools add-on is here. This add-on adds 16 new ores and 350 craftable tools, weapons, and armors. Add on your world, 350 tools, weapons, and armors, 16 new ores, compatible with other add-ons. Like I said, we have seen a couple of add-ons do this before. I have no problem with repeat add-ons if you're gonna do it bigger and better. And so far from these images, nothing is currently standing out. That might be different when we check it out with the gameplay. The file size is 6 megabytes. So there are some things I really enjoy with this add-on and certain things I don't like so much. I will explain why when we get to those certain points. But as always, once you do have this installed in your new or pre-existing world, you are going to be given a guidebook. Now, this is the very basics. And for those of you wondering if they do spawn naturally, the answer is yes. From my testing in this world, it is going to happen to new chunks rather than pre-existing. Before I show you how World Gen works, it says More Ores, featuring over 20 exciting new ores. Each ore comes with a unique armor set, powerful tools, and weapons. Now, there is a ore ranking system, which is ore progression based. Ores can be mined with a pickaxe that is shown in the ore ranking table or better than their rank. We have SS+, S+, A+, B, and C. Obviously, you have the vanilla tools also integrated in this as well. So from my testing, ores are made of the regular stone version, but they can also come in the deep slate layers. I kind of want to do a general test here and see if we were to mine this with a regular one and then mine this with fortune and efficiency, is there a difference? There is. The fortune didn't apply, but it looked like the breaking speed was much better there. So we'll do another test over here. Let's see. This one takes a little bit of time. This one has fortune and breaking, efficiency, and mending. Let's break this. Do we get more bang for our buck? Not quite, but we are getting, obviously, this a lot faster. Not very many add-ons have done this. So as a positive, I like that, but it doesn't look like fortune is being applied. A lot of you guys said, hey, Echo, when you're doing these tests, please do it a lot more than like 1 or 2. But it doesn't look like these. Oh, wait, maybe that was on that occasion. Let's get rid of all of these. Let's get rid of all of these. But I love the breaking speed actually being applied with efficiency anymore. So there is 1 and 2. Still only got 2 there. So it either works and it's very low, or it doesn't work at all. But there's 3, 4, 5. Do we get 5? Yeah, I don't think fortune is applied, and that still seems to be a limitation with a lot of these add-ons, especially if you are going to find one of the rarer type of material. I'll run this test a little bit more throughout today's video, but let's get on to the first type of material you're able to make, this being copper. Copper now comes in armors and tools, but I think there's a slight bug here, because when I went in here, typed in copper, for example, and scrolled down, you can't actually see anything down there. Now, unless I'm doing this completely wrong, because I tried all of the materials here, this is how you would guess to make it, right? Or would it be made out of this? Or worst case, this. So I think they've just forgot the recipe. Or it can just be found, but that information wasn't actually outlined inside of here, because it's mined with stone or better. But we do have a pick, a sword, a shovel, an axe, and of course, an armor set. And honestly, I think copper is undervalued in Minecraft. I like this aspect. Cool thing is, it doesn't come with these OP effects right now. And the question is, can we enchant this? I'm going to have to steal the button real quick, because we're going to need some XP. Oh, we're going to have to do it one more time. I kind of just want to see how the enchanting experience works. So we'll go with this and a sword. Bane of Arthur Poops kind of acts very similar to, looks like gold with so many enchantments. How does the attacking animation work? Try it. Yeah, they made it very, very similar to vanilla. And that's a massive positive with this, and something I do really appreciate. Damage is not very good, which means if we were to mine this, yeah, durability runs down low. I think this is kind of like an improved version of gold. So after copper, we have topaz. Now, this is the overworld. Stone or better is what it's mined with, but this has very custom materials. Now, I'm not going to mine every single one, but we will do a whole bunch of testing just because we have so much. This is available, of course, in the stone version. Obviously, you can see the difference with the mining speed here. If we go ahead and mine all of these, how many? We should have 8, right? 8? 8, yeah. So obviously, again, not quite giving you the fortune experience just yet. But I'll show you guys all of the available tools with this one, because this is where things do start to get exciting. As for the crafting experience, this is made the same way as vanilla, right? Like every single recipe in terms of like chest plates and stuff, they're all made the exact same way. And I don't think this one gives me any form of visual enhancement, but it does look really, really cool, especially on my one. And then if you want to make the weapons, this is where things do get cool. You can make yourself a battle axe, and it has quite high damage. We'll go with the spear. We can make the, I think you can throw these. We've got daggers. So we've got a whole bunch of different things we can make here. Biggest test is, can we also enchant these as well? I need to give myself a button here, because this is going to drive me crazy if we don't do this. There's all of the enchanting. Dark button on this occasion. Put this down. Give myself a couple more levels. Let's just make sure the enchanting does work. It works on the spear. The axe is going to be cool. Sword can also be done as well. Let's fight some mobs. I want to try this, because it has like a sweeping edge attack. They have like a sweeping edge, but it doesn't seem to happen on all of them. Does this get thrown? It does. Let's see how the throwing animation is on this. Come on. Spawn. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, you end up with infinite amounts of these. Unexpected. You throw it, but it doesn't... Does that mean my inventory is filled with them? Okay, so another bug there. I did notice a couple of bugs with these. Unless this is like how they're intentionally planning to do it. I think that's another bug. I did discover quite a few. Visually, though, the armor sets are really, really clean. And one of the things I enjoyed with this add-on. Next on our list, we have quartz. And again, I love the fact that they've included the regular Minecraft experience. I want to try the battle axe with this one. So no battle axe, but we do have pickaxe, sword, shovel, hoe, etc. with this one. We'll go ahead and make the armors here as well. I wonder if this would be very brittle, though. I would imagine it would be brittle. I want to see what it looks like on me. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, okay. So then let's summon this. Yeah, not very strong. I'm gonna kill him with a pickaxe. In fact, I don't need... okay, he's already dead anyway. So yeah, not very strong, but we'll make ourselves a sword and line this up here. So we will... It's just regular Minecraft. This goes here. They go there. Sword is made. Looks clean. We'll put this in here. And I kind of want to grab myself the axe to see what this looks like. It looks a lot smaller on an armor stand. Next on our list, we have onyx, found in the overworld. Stone or better. Does come with, again, all of the different types of weapons and tools. But this one has a scythe. So this is fine with the likes of a netherite. In fact, if we do /give@p stone _ pickaxe here, it even works with this one as well. It's just going to take you a little bit longer to mine. That's the reason why we're using netherite in today's video. That was a lot of XP. A lot of XP from that. Unexpected. But let's get all of the available tools. So this one, again, made the exact same way. I'm super curious on the armor sets out of a lot of these. Helmet looks clean. This looks clean. One thing they don't tell you in this guidebook is they don't tell you the actual level. There's no actual level behind this, like finding it at certain Y levels. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, depends who you are, but it does come with a special attribute, which can be Tree Capitator, which I'm guessing will be with either the axe or this, but there's also a scythe in this, and even a hoe, unexpectedly. And a dagger. Is this throwing? Is it throwing? Is it a throwing dagger? No, not quite. So let's see how strong this is. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's try the scythe. Try this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. I want to try the axe. Yeah, so this one doesn't quite have the swipe attack, but I placed down a bunch of trees because apparently we're meant to have Decapitator. There you go. You got to crouch in order for this one to work, though. After Onyx, we have Lapis. I'm just going to make the armor and a pickaxe on this occasion because the armor, once again, looks fantastic, but I love the color of the pickaxes in this. Haven't seen too many add-ons mess around with Lapis too much, so we'll place it on us. Have a little look. Looks clean. I feel like a Power Ranger with this. Grants double XP with this. So I'm not sure if that's a perk with the pickaxe or a perk with the armor on. But apparently you get more bang for your buck, and Onyx was already providing a bunch. So let's see how much XP we get from this. It's kind of hard to tell. Probably should have tested this with something like Diamond, but that's the Lapis set. The next one is Redstone. This has 2 special abilities. Special perk is interact with swords to activate dynamic light for 10 seconds, but also Vein Capitator as well, which basically is Vein Miner. So we will make ourselves, once again, the blue and the red ones in this are really nice. We'll make ourselves the actual armor. I'll make myself a pick and a sword. We'll put this on me. I love it. They look clean. And then apparently this has Vein Miner. Another slight bug there. Item.enduro_mo and then redstone pickaxe. A few of them. Let's see how Vein Miner works then. You got to crouch in order for that one to work. And this one gets activated and /time set if we do midnight here. Apparently this has a dynamic light. I have light blocks in this world, so it might be difficult to actually see these, but I'll try and go to a darker area if we can. Am I going to die by falling down here? Apparently this is meant to have a dynamic light. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. It actually worked. There you go. Better in third person. Not very bright because redstone isn't bright in general. After redstone, we move on to sapphire. This does come with perks and a special ring you're able to craft. So I think as long as you have efficiency, this is really cool. I don't need to show you guys too much of the actual mining themselves. I think you guys get the point. Fortune works, which is nice to see. But this one I placed down already just to show you. The armor sets are brilliant in this and one of my favorite things. We'll put this on, okay, which is nice. But then we do end up with a ring. Now, the ring is made with iron as well. We've also got ourselves a sword, which looks like a paddle. We then can craft ourselves a ring, which is this. These go in the offhand and give you special abilities. Now, I don't like this. I don't like having permanent effects. I liked what they did with the sword with this because you tap it and you have a slight enhancement for a minimal amount of time. But then a little bit later on, we go into quite extravagant things and it just kind of ruined the aspect of it for me. Personally, not everyone's going to be the same as me. We're all very different. But for me personally, if you're trying to go for the vanilla experience, which it looks like this add-on is trying to do, then it just kind of ruined it a little bit. There you go. There's the swipe. That's what I've been trying to show you guys. There's the swipe attack there. So I would like to grab myself some lapis if we can. Where have I put this lapis? In there. I would like to try and enchant this and see if that makes any difference now. Let's try this one. Fire aspect, sharpness 2. Let's try this. Try and hit him. I mean, that's much stronger, right? It should be a little bit better with this one, I guess, with sharpness. There you go. So a lot of them do have custom abilities. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the rings. And there's a couple more things I didn't like later on. This has Vein Capitator and also Tree as well. So I wonder if we were to just like crouch. Yeah, it doesn't do all of them. It's only a select amount. And I'm curious though, does a battle axe also warrant the ability to knock down a tree? Nope, it does not. You need a regular axe in order to use this. So we did already mine this when we explored. This is jade. You need iron or better for this. So I'm curious now. If I was to do /give @p iron_pickaxe, what happens if we do use this then? That's completely... Is that not worked? Did it not say iron or better? Iron or better. Mined with iron or better. That's not working. Maybe it's meant to be diamond then. If I was to do /give @p diamond_pickaxe here, maybe it's meant to be diamond or better. Yes, it is. So another typo and slight issue on that occasion. But look at this. So cool. So cool. This one also comes with a special item. And that item is going to be the Jade Amulet, also going in the offhand and giving you feather falling powers. Once again, this one is Vein and Tricapitator, which is a very similar format to most of the ores and weapons within this. And then this one right here is Ruby, if I remember correctly. Ruby ring in offhand grants strength. So the rubies look clean. Let's go ahead and make the ring. I'm kind of curious as to what level of strength it's going to give me. Let's put these away inside of here. We've got a couple of different weapons that we can grab. Kind of just want to see what the attacking is like. Can you mine ruby with ruby? Curious. You can mine ruby with ruby. And the rubies look pretty clean in this too. I like them. Unexpected. Let's try the sword then. Because does this have a sweeping ability or not? Yes, it does. They look clean. They do look really, really clean. Same with the scythe. That's also really nice. This obviously being the battle axe. This being the daggers. I also want to try one more thing here. Because obviously some of the throwable ones before kind of bugged out. If we were to grab... I'm going to throw the other throwables. Following me. Perfect. Let's try this. Do these bug out too? Yes. You can end up with an infinite amount of these. Which... could cause a little bit of lag if you were throwing way too many. Another vanilla enhancement is going to be amethyst. You need iron or better. Maybe it's diamond. Grants haste. Interact with sword to launch crystals. Unexpected. Really simple to make this one, but does come with a little bit more than some of the other ones. Let's try this. Let's grab the whole entire armor set. And apparently a sword is also something you should go for. I'll put this on here. So you can visually see it. It looks clean, though. I do like the armor sets in this. Let's go ahead and place this back down. Grab ourselves... okay, we need to make a sword. And we... nope, that's the wrong thing. We need to make a sword. And we need to make ourselves a pickaxe. Apparently, we can fire these. Oh! See what I mean? These have cooldowns. I don't know why they kind of sprawled a little bit too far away from vanilla with the other stuff. You know, with the rings, I think the rings are just not needed. Personally, I know you can just say don't use them, but it's not really what I'm kind of aiming at. But still, apparently it says like a vein miner kind of thing. Kind of. Do like a 3x3 mining, apparently. That's not doing anything, though. Is it meant to like launch me in the sky or something? Not really. It doesn't actually outline what it's meant to do. It just says grants haste, interact with sword to launch crystals. If I was to do / summon a sheep here, like, does it work on these? I have no idea what this is actually meant to do. So according to the guidebook, this is the ice crystal. Location is frozen biomes, and it freezes the enemies. Now, first off, I went to an ice location. I searched ice spikes. I searched this biome. You're meant to find little spikes in the biomes, and I kind of searched far and wide and couldn't see them. You've seen the crystals before, but yeah, I'm not quite sure where they're actually meant to generate. I thought it could have been on blue ice or regular ice. They just did not generate from my testing. So if anyone has this add-on and has figured it out, or if you're the creators of this add-on, could you please let us know? That would be much appreciated. Oh, so the armor offers you haste. That makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, I'll show you guys real quick. Which one's this one? Amethyst. I'll show you guys real quick what it's meant to look like. It's meant to look like this. And you're meant to break them and they pop off. I've kind of broken the world quite a bit today. And then obviously you make your armor and your tools from that experience. You can't place these down, but if we open up this, these look really cool. Like this one has a hammer. Has a hammer as well. So we'll go ahead and I mean, is it this one? Oh, I think it's that one. I think it's that one, and I've kind of moved it over by mistake. But let's see what it says in the book then about this one, because I think the hammer has like a knockback effect of some kind. Jade, ruby, amethyst, and then we have this one. Attacks enemies and they're frozen. Okay, so we have a husk. Apparently they're meant to be like frozen. Doesn't seem to be stuck to me. Didn't seem to be stuck. Sword looks clean in this. Oh, has to be with a sword. That's a shame, because the hammer... Wait, is the hammer for like mining then? No. The hammer would make a little bit more sense, like a massive explosion, and it can also freeze them. Does this work like a Tricapitator? Not quite. Same with emeralds. This one grants players Hero of the Villager, which again, this is where it's kind of less is more, in my opinion. You don't need to have everything do something, is how I see things. It didn't need to have Hero of the Villager. I understand why they've done it, but I don't know. It just kind of sprawls a little bit too far away from the vanilla experience, in my opinion. This is just based on my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own. But then we do get into some of the cooler ones. So we do have, after this, Rose, which is found in mountains, and you need diamond or better. And there is a bow, but there's a slight problem here. In order to craft this bow, the actual recipe is, well, it's meant to be like, I think it's this. And then you go sticks like this, and then it's this. And I know this because I searched for it, but there is no recipe for the bow once again. There's no recipe at all. I did a little bit of searching, checking other YouTubers who might have checked it out. There's no recipe, guys, unfortunately. But it does have a nice armor set, again. This one comes with special abilities, I believe. Let's double check. Rose is a bow. Oh, wait, we have the ability to do 3x3 mine. Okay, so is it like this one? I've got to crouch. There you go. The first one, yeah, first time we've checked it out, and it's been a little bit cleaner. We've all of a sudden just got a rainstorm. So here is the bow. I'm going to try this with no arrows and see how this works. So, no arrows. So I'm going to have to grab an arrow here to try this. How does it work? There we go. Much better. So let's try it against him. I think it said levitation. Kind of like the love ore. Maybe not that one then. Maybe not that one. What about the sword? Try the sword real quick. Is it meant to give levitation? Is that not what it's meant to do? Let's try you. No? Maybe I have to... I've got the full armor on. I do got the full armor on. Wait, what was it saying? Let's double check inside the book. I hate the fact that it doesn't stay on the page sometimes. Rose bow inflicts levitation on hits. So yeah, this one also does not seem to work. This one's called Inferium, found in the Nether Wastes, and you need to mine this with Rose or better. So we would have to mine this with something like... Where's the pickaxe gone in this one? Where is that pickaxe? There it is. We'd have to mine it with like this. Now, this comes in two versions. The regular Nether-related blocks, but also like a Blackstone version as well. And this is where we do end up getting some more powerful effects here, because what this one does, and I'll put this on, I think this might have like a flame power when activated. So when activated, fire resistance, it says special perks, attacks, set enemies on fire. Yeah, and apparently it's a dynamic light as well. Apparently, yeah, if they attack you, they get set on fire. This is a really strong set to get, but I feel like this one's not too bad. I'm not quite sure on the infinite fire resistance, but it's a great way to set all the other mobs on fire. And then if we look at the actual weapons themselves, another hammer, swords. Let's try these. I want to see if this has another cool sweeping attack as well. Yes. Same with this. And that one does set them on fire. It's a shame that they haven't kind of invest... Why does the hammer look a little bit 2D there? Doesn't look as cool, to be honest then. That was really weird. But it's a shame they haven't invested in the hammers a little bit more. Maybe for the future. I thought this one was pretty cool. Echo. No, not me. The Echo Shards. Found in the Deep Dark. Now, the special perks are interact with sword to blast a warden beam. So I wanted to make this one myself just because I hadn't seen it. I kind of wanted to check this out in a video for the first time. Loving the armor there. So apparently we have a sword, which does a beam. But again, I think some of the other ones haven't had as much love. This is a scythe. That is a hoe, which seems to also be bugged. Let's go ahead and place this on me. Yes. Now we are starting to talk. Let's try this then. I mean, that one worked. Finally. Okay, at least something worked then. What about hammers? They got like a cool attack, but nothing special. And then if you want to... Yeah. I mean, it's really, really impressive. What I will say as a positive, though, there isn't too many rings. I think there was like 2 of them. So they didn't go too extravagant, which is a bonus. This one right here, I think, is found inside of the nether. I think it's a soul sand one. We'll double check here. I just got to keep cycling through them all. Crystals, emeralds, rose, inferium, echo, and then spectra. Yeah, soul sand valley. Grants invisibility, night vision, interact with the sword to dash. So we'll grab the sword. Apparently it's got a dashing ability. Let's try this. Oh, I failed a little bit there. Okay, I failed a little bit there. Let's try it again. Try it again. Ready? I mean, maybe I gotta jump and do it at the same time? I don't know. Hold on. I mean, there we go. A little bit. Yeah, you gotta kind of jump a little bit. This is the armor itself. You kind of feel like a ghost. Moving on. A lot more to go through. I'm just gonna grab these. This one here is Plutonite. Again, I need to find out where they are. It's just, these pages are killing me. To make my life a little bit easier, we have Plutonite, Basalt Deltas, Inferium or better in order to mine it. Grants strength. Sword has a shockwave. This is Iris, Mountains, and can be mined with Echo or better, and grants Hero of the Villager strength, speed, feather, falling, and jump boost. This is one of the most powerful ones that you can get, but this sword apparently also has a special power as well. We'll grab the armor because I want to see how strong it is. Put this one on. This one gives me strength, and then we can try it against this. Oh, that's cool. I know a lot of you guys like to see these in like third-person perspective as well. I mean, it's a good way to yeet them away from your base. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, bro is out of there. One more time. 3, 2, 1. I failed. I failed. How strong is it then? I mean, the attack is still relatively strong. And the armor is also pretty defensive because you can see above my hearts how much armor we have as protection. Because Iris has many different colors in its ore, the armor is also the same. Again, this is going to be a lot of people's favorite, and it's very, very powerful. Very powerful. So I wonder if the sword has a special ability as well. Hold on. Nothing that stands out, but this is like the go-to armor. Might take a little bit of time to find this because it is a rarity, but remember, if you're checking this out in survival, it is obviously going to be progression based. However, though, if you've got a pre-existing world, you can kind of override everything with netherite because netherite is still classed as a top tier pickaxe in this add-on. We have titanite found in lush caves, grants absorption and regeneration. Interact with the sword to summon lightning, which is going to be this one right here. So another one that gets really powerful. They've made a lot of the harder ones to get a lot more powerful. But with this one, I would like to grab myself a scythe, a spear. I'll grab the hammer and we'll grab the sword. So sword lets you summon green lightning. Boy, is that loud. Boy, is that very loud. Scythe. I just want to see the animations on this. The only thing is it's kind of like on the spot. So if you miss your target, you're kind of screwed. Which means you kind of have to pre-fire a little bit. How much damage am I taking? Oh, this one's got regen. Yeah, they don't stand a chance when you've got this. Personally, I like to be in the shadows. So this one was definitely one of my favorites. Now, these look to be slightly different in... Can I go to the back pages here? They seem to be slightly different when it comes to ores. So that one is found in deep slates. Ah, okay. So a deep slate specific kind of ore, which is really, really nice. Which grants quite a decent amount of XP, to be fair. But cannot be mined with this. Okay, so that has to be mined with titanite or better. So I would have to use something like this then. Where's the pick for this? In order to obtain these. Yes, this one works. Also comes with a haste ability. But I kind of want to see... I want to see the armor on this. Hold on. Yeah, let's try this one. I think this one gives invisibility because you're meant to be in the shadows, right? Is it this one? No, it's not this one. It must be the other one. Has a little tail, but looks pretty cool with my tail anyway. This one doesn't actually grant you any insane effects by the looks of it. Interact with swords for a black projectile. Let's try this. Oh. Oh. Oh, it kind of traps them all. Let's try that again then. Oh, they don't stand a chance. Oh, that's quite evil, isn't it? Yeah, that's really cool. I like this one. I do like this one. When you attack them like that, it's got a nice, cool effect. It's still going on. After this, we have two, I think it's end-related ones. Both found, maybe, I think one might be end cities. Double check. We have Enderite, the end dimension, interact to teleport. And then the other one is going to be Dragonite, which is... Hey, it's a Pokemon. Obsidian Pillars. You find this in the Obsidian Pillars. Interact with a sword to get Dragon's Breath. I'll put the armor on this one first. Place this one down here. So this one's meant to grant abilities, maybe? I don't feel like we've got any extra on. Unless it's just by mining and stuff. Let's grab a pickaxe from this one then. Pickaxe. Where is it? This one. Is it... Can we do it with these ones then? Ah, you can. Oh, that's pretty cool. At least these ones are also applied. That's pretty cool to see. And apparently, let's change the other one. Apparently, the sword on this one's meant to be quite strong. So we'll grab this sword. And do we ever grab this one? Did we grab this one? Let's try. Okay, so that one lets me teleport. And then this one gives you Dragon's Breath. I mean, it's the hardest to get, so it makes sense that it is obviously going to be the most powerful. Plus, I think this looks really cool as a designated ore. And the armor on this. Oh, I must have read the wrong one. I've got the wrong armor on for a start. It's not as good, that one, though. I think the last one is definitely the prettiest. Besides the vanilla enhanced ones. Let's try this. What you look like with this one on. This and this. Can we jump? It grants a double jump, apparently. Apparently. I feel like I'm flying. Oh, you end up with a flying ability. I'm not surprised. We've seen that kind of content in many different add-ons. As a cool quirk, every single type of material can be crafted into a block. They're not entities. So you could use these for decorations. The only downside to this add-on is they prioritized swords, not really other kinds of tools or weapons, which is a very big missed opportunity in my opinion. This might well be the 1.0 version, and we are probably going to see more updates, but yeah, not a bad add-on. I think it needs a little bit of work. I like the fact that they've included efficiency. Fortune doesn't work. Some of the things are not craftable as demonstrated. You don't actually know the designated place to go, which could be as a positive or a negative. But overall, it's not a bad add-on, honestly. I think they did really well, and I definitely look forward to the future of this. If you were getting it, just go in with an open mind and look forward to future updates. I'll see you all in the next video.